Lesson 2, applicable form section and subsections. In this section, we will focus on the application form for registering as a professional engineer. And as you will notice, automatically the form numbering has got a different letter from the other categories, like registering as a professional technologist or technician or certified or certificated engineer. And that is really one of the differences that you will see as you go through the alternative forms. So jumping into the form for registering as a professional engineer, what are the applicable forms that you need to make sure that you fill? The first form is form AN 1.1. This is applicable. Form AN 1.2. This is applicable. Form AN 1.3 for your academic record, that's applicable. This sheet AN 1.1, you don't have to submit this sheet. This is just for information purposes, which will guide you to how to fill this form actually. And this you also don't have to submit. The next important is form AN 2.1, which is your training and experience report. And we will dwell much on this and what are the differences on this form versus other forms for other what you call disciplines, other categories like technologies. This form A2.2, the training and experience outline, is also applicable and very, very important. Then form AN 2.3 TES, which is just the summary of either your TEO or your TR. It depends how much experience you had when you were filling this form. Then sheet AN2 it's not important. You can leave that out just for information. Then this form AN3 engineering report is very important. You need to put this in. And then sheet AN3, not important, it's just for information. Then form AN4 IPD, this will be very important for you to give in those references of where you collected CPD points. Then form AN5, this will be important for the email that you're gonna send to the specific referees. And then the form AN 6.1, RR, this will be important to the referees, to send to your referees in order for them to rate you so that you can either be registered or not get registered as a professional. And then sheet AN6, just the general guidelines or the information telling you how you need to fill the form. And then on the disability register, you notify ECSA if you have any disability or not, which concludes our form. So I just want to highlight very few or simple differences between the application form for registering as a professional and the application form for registering application form for registering as a professional engineer and the application form for registering as a professional engineering technologist. You will see that on the TER, training and experience report, for the engineer, there's nothing much that they give of information. Whereas on the TER for the engineering technologist, they give a lot of information, which includes there's a section for degree of responsibility. There's a section where you describe the role and responsibility. There's a section where you describe nature of problem and methods that you use to analyze. There's a place where you describe nature of training. So now on this form in particular, I don't know, but they've not put it, but they require you to put it as annotations, which for me, simply, you need to just go to the application form for engineering technologies and see how that form layout is like, and then you make sure that you include all that information on this form. Because really, the only difference between the engineering technologist and the engineer is that the engineer is solving problems which are complex, and the other one is solving problems which are broad-based. So let this not be confusing, because I see that on the application form for the engineers, they leave a lot of information out for you to either refer to the other documents, the RO3, RO2 documents that you find on the website, or for you to put annotations which cover all the information which is readily on the application form for registering as a technologist. So it's up to you. You can either stress yourself, or you can just take the technologist application form and take those different annotations that they want you to put on this form, and that will help you greatly. So that concludes the applicable sections and subsections of the form for engineers. Thank you.